This is a video of Tract 9 at the Fiery Fork Conservation Area in Camden County, Missouri. I'm parked on the east side of the property where the easement road will be. The guys haven't done any road work on it yet. You can definitely get here in a truck or an SUV right now, but they are working on improving that road a little bit. So we've got open pasture on the east. This hasn't been mowed for a couple years. We just started mowing a day or two ago. I can already see one enormous oak tree on the property. It's a big dude. And I'll walk to the west. I'll just keep the camera running and we'll have a look at Tract 9. Pretty area of pasture, really nice. So going back to the west, we hit the tree line. And we'll transition from that pasture into the timber. So now back in the timber. Some nice mature timber on Tract 9. This is all level from where I parked to back into the timber. This is level. And it looks like as we get back in about 150 feet or so, it starts to slope down. But I'm just checking out all these trees. Some pretty timber in here. It's fall. You can hear the leaves crunching, I'm sure, underfoot. I see oak trees, red and white oak trees. There are acorns everywhere. The deer just love it out here. They love to eat those acorns. This property, Tract 9, does directly border the Fiery Fork Conservation Area. If we were to continue walking to the west, we would get to the Fiery Fork, and you can go right in there. That's public land, conservation land, which you can use for hunting, fishing. The Little Niagara River borders it in a few spots. Great fishing river. There are campsites within the Fiery Fork. It's just a really nice area. So it's a pretty amazing addition to the properties out here. And Tract 9 is one of the properties that directly borders the Fiery Fork. So you can set up shop on your own private property and go and explore that 1,600 acres, hunt, camp, fish, and then at the end of the day you can come back to your private property and you haven't paid tax on 1,600 acres, you haven't had to maintain it. It's a pretty cool deal. From what I can see here, the property slopes down, and then it looks like it levels out and possibly rises back up. But even back here, I see a couple of sites that would be great for a cabin or possibly an RV. We're back in this mature timber, so it's nice and shady. The sun is peeking through in a few spots. But when you get this tall, mature timber, you get a nice shaded feeling, although we do have a slight breeze coming through, so it's really pleasant here. I would call it a wind when I was back up there in the pasture, in the meadow, but now that we're down here with the trees breaking it up, it's more of just a pleasant breeze. Private area. Fantastic wildlife. We're only 5 miles from the Lake of the Ozarks. So if you're really into fishing, there's not much that you can't catch in the Lake of the Ozarks. It's a large enough lake that you can actually rent a large boat. I believe you can rent a yacht. So it's fair to say there's a lot to do in this area. And you'll find it's really hard to find anything at all with mature timber in the first place. The loggers take care of most of that. And then bordering the Fiery Fork Conservation, very few properties border public land. So take a good look at Tract 9. It's a nice mix of the pasture and the flat land, the timber and the rolling land. You've got a lot of options on this deal. Really pretty property. Tract 9 at the Fiery Fork Conservation Area.